Man, thank you guys for 100 subscribers. That is absolutely crazy. I knew that I can get to this accomplishment. In fact, I know that I can go a lot further than just 100, but this is my very first milestone, so it feels really good. I had the best day when it happened. I got so many things done. We have an agenda for today's video. I do want to do some stuff a little bit later on, but I want to really take some time to just really thank you guys and just really talk about a little bit of what I've gone through in my 100 subscribers. I have been doing this for over a year now, so 100 subscribers might seem a little bit low for that amount of time, but I was looking back at some of my old videos, man, and they were just absolutely garbage. The music was terrible. I was just barely starting out producing. And then, is that a bug? No. And then also my videos were actually not that great either. I didn't know how to cut anything up properly. I didn't really know how to edit anything. It was my very first time doing all this stuff. So I don't really blame anyone for not watching my very first videos. Man, I actually remember watching back my very first video recently, and it was just like, I just seem so awkward, you know? Like I'm a pretty outgoing person, and if you guys are out there looking for like a certain amount of subscribers, that really won't get you anywhere. For example, I reached 100 after before I posted my last video, and that video underperformed more than any of my other videos that I put out in a long time. Like it's not doing great right now. So if you guys wanna go give that one a watch real quick, that would really help me out too. Anyway, I told you guys that I was working on a sample pack a little while ago, and I would put it out once we reached 100 subscribers, and now that we're there, I guess it's time to put that out, right? So everyone who's subscribed to this channel is gonna be getting that free sample pack, royalty free, do whatever you want with it. So today I thought that I'd go over the sample pack that I made for you guys and show you guys what some of my favorite sounds are in there, some of the melody loops that I made, and see if it's anything you guys wanna get. All right, so let's get to it. Also, while I move my tripod, I actually wanna mention that I got my really good camera back. Hang on, let me actually go turn on the real good lights. Okay, that looks a little bit better. So I got my Canon RP back, which is I was using the M50, the one over here, the smaller guy, a little bit cheaper. And I still love that camera. I'm gonna be using it in today's video too, but I've missed this camera so much. It's not the cheapest camera, so having to get that sent in to be fixed was not the best feeling thing in the world. Unfortunately though, with this camera, I can't do these zoom in, zoom out intros and outros like I've been doing just because it's a prime lens. It doesn't zoom at all, so that's a bummer, but it is what it is. I am still not used to how wide this lens is. I haven't used it in a while, so it's kind of freaking me out on just how much you guys can see. And I love it, it's great. So I actually just realized, trying to open up the pack right now, that I don't have a name for my pack yet. It's just called My Next Pack, but it will have a name by the time that I release it to you guys. All right, so let's go over some of the melody loops right here. These three right here are meant to be one loop. I just created more of like stems so you guys can have like a little bit more flexibility. All right, so let's go over the first one. Second one. And then the final one's more of like an undertone, like bassy sort of stuff. And yes, all the melody loops do have a tempo and a key in them, so you guys can just put in your DAW and immediately know what to do. This one I actually really like, called Day of No. Kind of like that sad, like somber type of tone. This one's called, what did I call this one? Doom. Doom, 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 doom. That's why I called it Doom. That's why. I think I was doing that when I was making the melody loop. And yeah, these are two different parts though. So here's like the top, like higher notes, and then these are the more like trap sort of sound selection. And this next one is called Into the Ground. Shut up, phone, no one's talking to you. I have two separate ones right here. They're the exact same melody. One's with bass, one's without. This is what the one with bass sounds like. I really like that one. Whenever I add a bass to my melodies, I'll usually add a second one that's the same thing without the bass, just because I want you guys to have room for your 808s if you guys don't want that in the hook or the verse or anything like that. This is a melody that I created a while ago. It's like a Juice WRLD piano type of deal. I think the melody is just super catchy there. And it's another Juice WRLD type of melody. Much slower though. I actually created this one, I didn't create it on camera, but I went through the beat with you guys. I already showed you guys this one in an earlier video. Really like this one though, really good. Another lo-fi loop right here. I think this one's like super like calming. Yeah. It's more like atmosphere more than anything. Rainy night. You guys can get really like a tone or like a theme from my melodies. I usually create really like dark, sad, emotional type of melodies. This one's like a Trippie Redd Juice WRLD type of mix. If you also can't tell, I love Juice WRLD. And vibe chords. And I think today's beat, I do want to use the In the Ground with the bass and no bass. All right, so I'm gonna get this one right here, cut it off by 4 bars as well. Also put it onto generic with bleeding. I'll just seamlessly transfer through. Perfect. And then if you guys really want to, that's why I actually included the bass and no bass. It's like after here, if you want to drop it down to like with an 808, you can immediately just do that. Which I think I actually am gonna want to do. And now here comes some of the more fun stuff that I created, and that's going to be the drums that I made. And I think that a lot of these kicks are really nice. My favorite one though is probably going to be Gregor. I just love that sound. Rocky's pretty good. Tyson is actually beefy as hell. And yeah, all of the kicks are actually named after UFC and boxers. I think I'm gonna use Gregor for this one. And the snares. This one, the very first one, the Sim Snare 1, I had some inspiration by Logic's track, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, the track. The snare in there basically just sounds like white noise. I didn't quite capture it here, but it's the closest that I can get, and I actually really do like it. These are the claps we have right here. I think that my personal favorite one is actually gonna be the very first one that I created right here. It's natural while still having a lot of presence in the mix. And my hi-hats, actually, I love all of my hi-hats. I've created them with a trap in mind, but I really love like the more like slightly less, like a smaller transient with a longer draw. Like, let's see, like this one right here, you know? Very small transient, but it's almost like a shaker. And my 808s right here, I like my 808s pretty distorted and grimy. That's just me personally. So this is the first one right here. This one's probably my favorite one. Quake is just, it's so, like, in your face. Source, though, is actually a pretty close second, though. Okay, so now before we move on, I'm actually gonna go ahead and create my little drum pattern right here. Just do some hurry up hi-hats. Alright, and now it's time for the 808s. Alright, that sounded pretty good. And I do have some effects in here. I've got, this one's more like a perk. I've got some detune sweeps. And all of these sounds I created using a synth, right? So, this one right here I actually really love. It sounds like lasers. Love that one. Shots fired. That one I actually didn't use for, with the synth. I actually recorded that one and put it in myself. Transition sweep. An 8-bar riser, which I might actually use in this beat, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later. And some drum loops. Nothing, my drum loops are a little bit weird. I just wanted to put some more like unique sounds in there that you wouldn't normally use. Alright, and I think that is going to be the pack. Alright, and I think that all sounds pretty good, so I'm gonna go over here and hit split by channel. This melody that I created is honestly just so fire. I love it. So that's one thing that I love doing with my beats is in the intro, create like a lot of noise, which the bass brings in, and then for the drop, have everything be so clean that it just really catches a listener's ear. Ooh, that drop was nasty! That was actually really good. That was actually pretty fire. Okay, that was actually really good. One thing I do want to change though is go over here and then get rid of that last one that I had, put that back down. Maybe even down like right there. See if that ends off a little bit better and then get rid of that. That's good. That makes it end off a little bit better. That's so good. I love that drop. That's nice. Okay. So what this reminded me of, and actually what it was reminding me when I was making this melody loop, is there's a song called, God, I can't even remember the artist's name, but it's called Motivation. Here, let me look it up. I have it on my Spotify over here. Okay, it's by C. Henry. I only have one song of his, but this song, I want to play it for you guys, but I can't. Just go listen to it. It has that sort of like feeling this melody creates, and it honestly, when I'm working out, I love listening to this song. It is so, it's like hype and energy, and just gets you like, oh, it just makes me want to punch somebody. All right, so now we can go over here to the effects tab, and I think I do want to use this one right here. That's good. We need something for the drop though, for sure. All right, and then I actually made a beat with this earlier, and one thing that I did was pull this down, and we're gonna automate it like that. After those 4 bars right there, we're gonna start bringing it down. We're gonna say like right there, pull it down to around right there, I think. That's so good. That's nice. I dig that. Okay, I think that's all that I'm going to do. If you guys look down in the description down below, and on your way down from liking and subscribing to the channel, you guys will find the link to go download this pack. Once again, thank you guys so very much for the 100 subscribers. I'm really glad to see that this channel is starting to build a little bit. And just, I can't thank you enough, so hopefully this helps out just a little bit. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.